next one is a big one.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow, I can't wait to hear it.
So some people say IVF babies have problems.
Really?
IVF the only way for an infertile couple to have a baby. Please come as soon as possible.
Exactly.
The earlier the better. Actually, a lot of different things.
That can be done. Yes.
And it's just you knowing what is the problem. And that's why you had said in our previous video that go visit
your gynecologist.
Welcome back to part 2 of this video. If you haven't seen part 1, make sure you go back and watch it. It's a very interesting one, all about IVF. Step by steps about the IVF process. On this part 2 of this video, we're going to be breaking myths about IVF. This is something you want to watch, so stay glued to your computer. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Victoria. I'm a midwife, childbirth educator, birth coach, and also a doula. On this part 2 of this video, we're going to be breaking the myths surrounding IVF, and we're going to be supplying the facts. So stay glued to this channel. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do it.
Subscribe.
Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification, and leave a comment. This is how YouTube know that this video is valuable. Let's get started. Love it. So our first myth for today is IVF only for couples that have infertility issue?
Well, no, it's not just for infertile couples. Anybody can decide to come and do IVF. IVF is a choice thing. Couples can decide, okay, fine, let's just do IVF. Couples can decide to do IVF because they want a male child, a female child. Couples can decide to come do IVF because they have a genetic disorder in their gene. They want their children to carry it, so they come into IVF to help them solve that problem. Well, one of those genetic disorder can be because both of the couples are ASAS, so they can resolve that issue. So we'll be talking about that in the next video.
So you want to stay for part 3 of this video. I really like that you mentioned ASAS, and that's the sickle cell, right?
Yes, that is.
The sickle cell trait. And just to be real honest with you guys, I carry it. I have sickle cell trait. It's not a disease. It's not like I'm sick.
I
just
also
carry
have it.
You carry it as
exactly.
Well. So here in Africa, it's actually a big deal.
Yeah.
And I'll be making a video soon about sickle cell. So I like that IVF can help solve the problem. So that's an amazing one.
Exactly.
Thank you for answering that question.
You're welcome.
So to our next one, can you do IVF at any age?
No, you can't do IVF at any age. Okay, especially for women. As women are growing older, their ovarian reserve is depleting. So the earlier you come in, the better for you. It's not just the ovarian reserve. It might be your uterus cannot be able to carry a baby again. So the earlier, the better. It's better you come in now. If it's a financial problem, you can get a loan and come do it. So you can't do IVF at any age. Once you figure out that you have a gynecological problem, and then already your gynecologist has referred you to come do IVF. So what's the point wasting time and waiting for a long time? Just come in and do the IVF. Thank you.
I love that. So the answer is come as soon as possible.
Exactly.
The earlier the better. Is IVF the only way for an infertile couple to have a baby?
No. IVF is not just the only way. Once you visit your gynecologist and then they find out there's a problem, you don't just come into IVF to do it. They find out what other ways, can we do this? Is IVF the only solution? No. So if your gynecologist find out that have fibroids. What do we do?
Wow, which is a big one.
Yeah,
Fibroid.
we do surgery, which are most of the problems women are having. You do surgery to remove all those fibroids. Do you understand? If the problem is coming from the man because he has a low sperm count, what happens? Some medications are given to the man to boost up the sperm count.
Wow.
Do you understand? There are other ways that you can also do follicular tracking to track the woman's ovaries and make sure the eggs are growing the right way. You can also do a hysteroscope. Hysteroscopy is a digital way to view a woman's uterus to know what's going on there. If there are adhesions round about the uterus, what does your gynecologist does? He cuts it off. They don't need to open you up. So there are other ways that couples can have babies. IVF is not just the only way for infertile couples to conceive
a
yeah,
baby.
exactly.
Wow. I really like all those different things that you mentioned,
Yeah.
because then people think, oh, let's say they're infertile and now they don't want to go in because they think it's just maybe IVF. There's actually a lot of different things
that can be done. Yes.
And it's just you knowing what is the problem. And that's why you had said in our previous video that go visit
your gynecologist. That is the first. Don't just do a self-medication and you start taking some medications on your own. It's better to visit your gynecologist and then he runs series of tests on you and your spouse, and then know the next step for you to take. Do you understand? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's very important.
Yeah.
This next one is a big one.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow, I can't wait to hear it.
So some people say IVF babies have problems.
Really?
Yeah.
People do say that.
People say stuff like that.
I didn't know. Okay, so IVF babies are normal babies. So millions of babies have come into the world through IVF. So if you take, if you check the studies if you check the estimates in the world now, you see that IVF babies are normal. You don't need to start overthinking it. They are babies. They came out from someone's womb. They were born through the right way, either through vaginal delivery or through cesarean sections. So IVF babies, please, are normal babies.
I like that. So they don't have problems. They're just like any other babies. Exactly.
They take the immunization the way other babies do take it. So they are normal babies.
No. The next question is a big one. And especially here in Africa, people think that IVF is only because of female infertility.
Oh, really? Wow. It has been going around Africa and it's causing a lot of psychological stress on the women. So IVF is not just because of female infertility. No, men are involved. Anything that has to do with infertility is both the male and the female. Okay, the women have their own factors, while the men has their own factors. Studies have shown that men are the leading cause of infertility in the world now. Yeah, studies have really shown that because of their low sperm count.
Wow.
So
which can be treated, right?
Yes, which can be treated. It can be treated.
So it's not a death sentence.
No, it's not a death sentence.
Come
it's
into
not.
the hospital, come see a doctor, and they will help you treat
Okay,
it.
so for the fact, like, if they give the men some drugs to boost up the fertility and it's not working, there's another way, and we'll be talking about that in the next video. So just stay tuned and watch out for the next
video. Yes, I love that. I love that. So guys, stay tuned for part 3 of this video.
Exactly.
So I like how you really point out that it's not just a woman's problem. It can also be a man's problem.
Exactly.
And infertility is not a disease.
It's not a disease.
It's just like someone has high blood pressure or diabetes or which can be treated.
Exactly. So we should remove the stigma that has been attached to that, to enable them to walk freely without, feeling traumatized or feeling like there's something wrong with them, feeling having low self-esteem to walk around.
Yes, or people not even be able to talk about it.
Exactly.
Because they're scared, like, what will my mother-in-law say, or what will my friends say?
People will judge me.
So please, guys, if you're watching this video, I just really want to implore you, do not judge a woman or a man or a couple because they're going through infertility problems or they can't conceive. It's not in your place to say it. So please do not judge people. Instead, pray for them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
Okay.
done preaching. Don't judge people, guys.
Don't judge people. So
So the last question for today is, does fertility drugs cause cancer?
Okay, I've been hearing a lot about that. No, it doesn't cause cancer. I've heard a lot about it, that fertility drugs cause cancer, and that's why people don't come in to do IVF. So although when women come into IVF, they have to take medications that will help to stimulate their eggs and ovaries, but that does not mean they are going to have cancer after that, because studies have shown that most women have taken all these fertility drugs. You can also study that. Okay, studies have shown that over 48.5 million couples have taken this medication, and we've not recorded any cancer history and all that.
Wow.
So although women take a lot of ovulation drugs and medication to stimulate their ovaries, but they are safe. They are so safe. So there is nothing like fertility drugs causes cancer. Yeah, so remove that from your mind. Yeah.
So that answers the question. No, fertility drugs does not cause cancer.
Exactly.
Because studies have shown that those that have taken it in the past, they haven't recorded it
Any history. Yeah, exactly.
With cancer.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing so much knowledge with us
You're
about
welcome.
IVF and breaking the myths surrounding IVF. Guys, if you guys have any more questions about maybe things you think about IVF or things you're not sure about, go ahead and do what?
Ask the question in the comment box.
Yes, and thus IJ will be there reading and answering. And if you guys get this video to like a lot, we might actually get together and make more.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this brings us to the end of this video. If you've enjoyed this video, do not forget to share with someone. Remember, sharing is caring. And until next time, remain blessed and make sure you watch out for part 3. God bless.
Bye.
Bye. What's to say? So that went fast. Interesting watching you from this side. Okay.
Yeah.
Last question for today, not hi Jay, is hard. So sorry. You want to find yourself a little
It's
bit?
fine. Fertility drugs cause
drugs, okay.
cancer.
The next question is a really big one here in Africa, where women and men and people say that IVF, I don't remember my question. Is education is important? I don't know. Sharing is caring. Okay, that's what I was gonna say.